Hello, 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 beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am certified life coach Talia Sage, here to combine my natural gifts of intuition with the science of life coaching to bring you guidance and tools that you can use to create your best life. Today's video message is going to be, what's next? What is coming next for you on your journey? Before we get into the messages, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It lets YouTube know that you like what you see and that you want to see more of it, and it helps me to accomplish my mission, which is to reach and help as many people as possible create their best lives. It is our birthright to enjoy the existence that we have on this planet. And my job is to help you navigate through the ups and downs of life in the best possible manner so that you can create that beautiful life for yourself. And thank you all so much for helping me to accomplish that mission by liking my videos, subscribing to the channels, leaving comments, donating to the channels. It helps so very much. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Let's get into your video message. As you can see, we're going to have 3 group options: group 1, 2, and 3. Group 1, your pile selector is confidence. It says self-confidence opens you to the energy required to carry you through each day at your very best. Group 2, you have beauty. When beauty is felt from within, your gorgeousness will glow. Group 3, you have nurture. Nurturing your inner child supplies you with the innocent joy of living. As I said, these messages are going to be what comes next for you on your journey. I did shuffle for all of these cards, so they will be included in your reading. Use your discernment, your intuition to decide which group or multiple groups are calling out to you. If you're drawn to more than one group, that's okay. It just means that you have multiple messages across many different piles. This is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. Not everything may resonate with you and your life, and that is okay. Timestamps will be posted in the description box below, as well as a donation link and an Amazon wish list if you have any interest in supporting the channel even further. But you can feel free to click on your timestamp and you'll be fast forwarded to your messages. I'll see you there. Hello, group 1. If you chose this confidence card, this will be your message of what comes next. Self-confidence opens you to the energy required to carry you through each day at your very best. So right away, we have confidence. We have this yellow solar plexus chakra energy happening for you. And first off, I love the look on this witch's face. She is just feeling herself, feeling good, just living her best life. I feel like being super authentic to herself. That is what is coming in for you next. The fact that this confidence, you gaining better self-esteem, seeing yourself in a new way, I feel like the fact that it's coming in, that means that before you get there, you're going to have to learn that lesson, right? You could already be in this phase of learning to be more your authentic self, learning to love yourself just as you are, or this may be something that's coming in the near future for you. Either way, once it's all said and done, once it's all over, you're going to be in this phase of, I feel like in this Leo energy, just really loving yourself, feeling comfortable in your own skin, not being afraid to speak up for yourself, not being afraid to go after the things that you want out of life, not being afraid to be yourself. I mean, look at this. She has a wild ass hat on. This getup is like fun and quirky. Whatever your uniqueness is, it's like you're going to own it and you're going to allow it to shine through. which is the whole purpose is in us being here, is to learn how to be our authentic selves, learning energetic sovereignty, learning how to give zero F's about what anyone else has to say or think about what we choose to do, as long as we're following our happiness. I love that for you. All right, I've already pulled some oracle cards, which we'll get into, and then we'll pull some tarot, some tea leaf fortune cards, and then finish off with an affirmation to help you get through this time of learning this lesson and stepping into your full power, which is what you're doing. You are about to step into your full power. I love that for you. Let's leave it there. Okay, your first card out says A Time for Healing, Balsamic Moon. Your chakra cards are Happiness with the heart chakra. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Didn't I just say you're stepping into this place of learning how to give zero F's what anyone else thinks, because you're following your happiness. I love that. Next, you have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And this color is interesting because it's like a combination between this green and this yellow. So how fitting. Next, you have gray. Endings are inevitable. Card 37. And your angel guidance is clairvoyance. More yellow. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Archangel Raziel. Lots of yellows and green energy here for you. So what that's telling me is that you're healing your heart, and first off, you're healing your solar plexus chakra, which in turn has a positive impact on your heart as well. I feel like you're going to be releasing some things from the past that put you into an energy of doubting yourself, questioning yourself, whatever it is for you. You know, we all have our things that we don't feel, our qualities that we don't feel are adequate. Whatever those qualities are within yourself, it's like you're accepting them, you're coming to terms with them, you are realizing that we all have our strengths and our weaknesses, and those strengths and weaknesses are what make us unique. They're what make us special. I feel like you're just really coming into this place of acceptance. Like, yes, adversity, yes, your strengths and weaknesses. You have things that you may need to work on. You have ways in which maybe you don't fit into the norm, and that's okay. You are finding acceptance within that. Realizing that that is just your challenge. Like, so for me, for instance, I grew up in a very traumatic, sheltered childhood. And it has made me feel the majority of my life like I have been behind socially. And I had to come to this place of accepting that that's just who I was. It's not that I'm behind socially. It's that I'm not meant to fit in with the mainstream type of person. I'm meant to fit in with those starseeds, from those beings who are not of this planet, from people who can see things at a higher level. I'm meant to fit in with those people who just want to be happy, be themselves, the eccentric people, the people who have no problem going out there and just living their best life, right? How they see it, regardless of how other people judge it. I wasn't meant to come and fit into any sort of mold, fit that societal standard of what beauty is or what intelligence is, whatever. And I feel like that's what you're coming into acknowledging about yourself. Like, maybe you've been trying to fit into certain arenas, pushing yourself, trying to make yourself into something different. and realizing that that was not making you happy. And so once you come into this place of realizing, I've been trying to be something I'm not. I've been trying to change myself into something I'm not. That's that clairvoyance coming in. It's like spirit is just going to give you this epiphany moment and wake you up. But also, by you waking up, you're allowing yourself to put an end to this struggle, whatever it is. I feel like you've been causing the struggle within your own life, just like I was, where I was trying to fit in and look a certain way, act a certain way. But that's not who I am, and that's okay. And I'm so much happier now that I don't do that anymore. And I feel like that was the adversity that you've been facing in life. And you're coming into this realization of, nah, I'm good. I can be me. I can choose to be me, and that makes me happy. I'm being drawn to this song. I can never remember the title of it or the performer, but I think it's called Perfect to Me. And this has come up in a previous reading not too long ago. So if you drew this pile, please leave a comment and let me know. But basically, the song is like, she says, don't feel like putting makeup on my cheeks. Do what I wanna. Love every single part of my body, top to the bottom. I'm not a supermodel from a magazine. I'm okay with not being perfect, and that's perfect to me. That's what you're coming into, realizing that you don't have to fit other people's ideas of perfection, that you can be your own idea of perfection, and you're letting this phase of yourself go. And that is what is going to heal you, bring in this confidence, and bring in so much happiness into your life. Because it's like you're going to realize that as long as you're happy with who you are, where you are, what you're doing, that's all that matters. That happiness in your heart proves that you are on the right path. So it doesn't matter what society says you should want, how the family, maybe even friends around you, you don't have to fit in. You don't have to do things exactly as everyone else. You're coming into some deep realization and healing. And it's going to be a journey, but you're going to get there. Endings are inevitable. And this 37, I love it, reduces to a 10. That is the end of an era, the end of a phase of your life where I feel like where you're no longer pretending to be something you're not, and stepping into this new phase of being you, 100% authentically you, and loving every moment of it. You're really fully stepping into your power, and I love this for you. The 37s, let's break that down even further. So the 3, first off, you're working with spirit 100%. Archangel Raziel is there giving you that support that you need, that inner dialogue, those epiphany moments, those spiritual downloads, whatever you want to call it, to help you come into this realization. And that realization is going to spark you to taking better care of yourself. I feel like better care of yourself emotionally, mentally, and spiritually with that number 7. It's going to spark you to, once again, find that acceptance within yourself. Find that acceptance where you are currently in life. I'm hearing the serenity prayer. It comes up in damn near every single reading. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You are living that. You're accepting yourself through and through. That's not to say that you're going to love every single part of yourself. Like, we all know that there's some things that we can improve upon, right? But you're finding acceptance within it. No longer beating yourself up about any shortcomings. No longer pushing yourself to fit into some sort of mold that is not meant for you. I love this. And with this development, with this expansion comes, first off, if you're new to my channel, even if you're not, My belief is that our emotional maturity goes hand in hand with our spiritual maturity. And that is what you're doing. You are maturing emotionally. And with that development and expansion comes the expansion of your spiritual gifts, which is your gift of clairvoyance. You're unlocking your solar plexus and your heart chakra. And when you unlock those, you're deepening this gift that you have. Whether you have tapped into it yet or not, it's deepening. So for some of you, this gift of clairvoyance and just your spiritual sight, being able to see where you're headed, being able to connect the dots and, decide, I don't want to go down that path, or that's the path I'm going to go down. Those types of things. It's expanding. It could be opening up to you for the very first time. And for those of you who have already been on this healing journey, on this spiritual journey, who have already tapped into it, it's getting even stronger. So this could be like you actually start having visions of different things that can happen. So I was just drawn to so much messages about myself come in. When I was a child, before life happened and blocked me off to my gifts, which is what happens to all of us. Life happens and it blocks us off to our gifts, and we have to reawaken them. I would get deja vu all the time. I would literally dream about different events happening in life, and then shortly thereafter, they would happen. It's like the Matrix, right? When they're talking about deja vu and they're saying that means that there's a glitch within the Matrix. I feel like that's what's going to be happening for you. You're going to be able to see when things shift within that matrix, so to speak. You're going to maybe have dreams about things, or whether sleeping or daydreams, right? About something happening, and then shortly thereafter, it's going to happen. Or it's like you're going to have these deja vu moments where you're like, I feel like this has happened before. You're stepping into your full power. I love it. Oop, all that yellow for you. That is beautiful. Okay, your tarot cards out. You have the Knight of Cups and the Four of Swords. Let's see what's underneath. Beautiful. With the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I never know if these are straight or not. Please forgive me if you are OCD and need them to be straight, because I can never see. Okay. You are graduating Group 1. That is what is coming next for you. I feel like for the majority of you, you have already started to unlock this confidence within yourself, and you're just taking it to a whole nother level at this point. I feel like this is the end of that journey of really stepping into your confidence. That's not to say that things will never shake your confidence in the future, but you will be able to shake it off that much quicker going forward. It's like you won't be in this analysis paralysis types of situations where it's like you doubt yourself so much that you cannot take any sort of step forward. You're graduating to this Knight. You are strong. You are steady. You are intuitively in tune, that clairvoyance. You are emotionally mature yet again. Yes, there is another phase, right? Because after the Knight, we go into the Queen and the King. But you are on your way there. And because of this is going to bring so much peace into your mind, into your body. You could have been someone who's dealt with a lot of anxiety, worry, stress, overthinking, overanalyzing. And like I said, it's not to say that these energies will never come in again, but you're going to be able to handle them so much better and so much quicker in the future. And that's what's next for you. It's like you're going to be able to finally rest. Your mind is going to be able to rest. I feel like your mind has been like this water here, just so much flowing, so much going on in there. And you're going to be able to clear some of that chaos out. And that chaos was the negative self-talk. The chaos was the doubt, the overthinking, the overanalyzing, the second guessing. You're stepping into a phase of where you are able to be more decisive. And that leads you to some sort of victory within your life. I feel like there's some opportunities that are going to be presenting themselves to you as you step deeper into this level of confidence and resilience. And it's going to guide you to some success. We have the Six of Wands, victory. This is you feeling good, you knowing that you're on the right path. This is other people around you seeing that success, seeing how you have grown, expanded. I love this. Let's get some tea leaf fortune cards for you. See if there's any other messages about this. Oops. Oops. A lot. Okay. One more shuffle. And there we go. You're on a journey to stepping into your full power, or not even quite your full power, but this is like a huge step forward. And I feel like this feeling that you're going to get when you reach this milestone, it's going to feel so liberating. And it's like you're going to have a sense of happiness like you've never had before. And that confidence, that happiness, that high vibe brings in this end, which the endings always brings resurrection. It always brings a rebirth, new opportunities. I love that for you. Let's see what your fortune cards have to say. You have Shark, take care or there will be lots of material wealth. You could have been second guessing yourself around work, around career, around finances. Over this phase of you learning and stepping into your full confidence here, I feel like there will be a situation that presents itself where you will really have to trust your intuition, trust your instincts, control your emotions, control your mind. But you will be successful. You will make the right decision. And I just got the message that for some of you, there will be a shark swimming around you. Like there might be someone who tries to come into your life and promises you all the things, right? Like if you have a business, they might come in and try to say, I can give you this, this, and this to help take your business to the next level. Trust your intuition. They're a shark. It could be that you go in for a job interview and they're saying all the right things, but yet they never fully give you concrete numbers. You know what I'm saying? So actually I'm being drawn to, what did I just see? I think it was on YouTube where it was someone who was talking about job interviews and how to spot a bad job. This is for some of you, so because otherwise it wouldn't have popped into my head. He said that when you are in a job interview, one of the quickest ways to spot whether or not a job is going to actually deliver on what they're promising is whether or not they will actually give you numbers. So if you say, so what is the pay for this job? And they say something like, oh, we're very comparable to the competition or something like that. That's them trying to distract you from the proof that they're really not going to pay you what you deserve. Or if they say something like, well, we can't pay you what you're asking now, but, based on good performance and, blah, 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 in a few months, we can revisit this. Once again, proof that they're not going to give you what you deserve. I feel like there's a message in there for some of you. So keep an eye out on that. Your confidence that you're growing, that you're gaining, is really going to help you to be able to see, to read between the lines when it comes to some shark, to someone trying to sell you a false dream. And that is going to lead you to victory, because you're going to know, nope, I'm going to walk away from that, swim away from that. And that's going to lead you to the actual opportunity that's going to bring in the wealth, the success that you're looking for. Maybe even a relationship. This could be a relationship for some of you where you go on a date with someone and they're just talking about how great they are and, giving you all the compliments and everything. And no, don't believe that hype, because if people have to toot their own horn like that, then they really don't have much to offer at the end of the day. I just kind of went off on a tangent, but somebody needed to hear that. All right, next you have Weeping Willow, family sorrow. This healing probably comes from somewhere in your family. This could be things that people in your family did that made you feel less confident in yourself. Maybe they didn't give you the love and nurturing, the encouragement that you needed in childhood. Maybe they straight up said things to you that were hurtful and made you doubt yourself. That is what you're healing. Next, you have Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Yep. Work on yourself more. Learn to be more decisive. That will help to build up your confidence. Then you have Goldfish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Yes, that is that spiritual growth coming in. And like I said, I felt some sort of increase in your abundance. Next, you have Broken Bridge. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. The thing that gets you onto this journey could very well be something going wrong in your life that makes you stop to really reevaluate things. And that's okay, because bridges can be mended, right? This problem is just alerting you to what you need to know to get you into this phase of your life. Next, you have Wealth. See, told you, wealth is wanting to come in for you. I don't even know where to put all these cards. Then you have Seahorse, Family Matters. More about family matters. And then you have June. Many of you can expect to be finding the success within this spiritual journey of yours by June. Others of you may not be stepping into it until June, but that is the timing that came out. So I love this for you, right? There's ups and downs to life. There's lessons within everything, but with those lessons come blessings. And you have many blessings coming in for you. So stay well, stay the course, believe in yourself. Step into your happiness. You deserve it, Group 1. If this video resonated with you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you would like to support the channel even more, there is an Amazon wish link as well as a donation link listed in the description box below. Everything purchased from that Amazon wish link will come with a free reading. So please make sure that you include your YouTube handle name as well as an email address so that I know how to contact you. I would like to thank my beautiful spiritual team as well as your beautiful spiritual team for coming in and bringing us these messages today. Stay well, stay the course. I will see you soon. Goodbye. Hello, Group 2. If you chose this beauty card, these will be your messages for what comes next. When beauty is felt from within, your gorgeousness will glow. So what is next for you on your journey? The next lesson in life that you are learning and the next blessing that you are stepping into is seeing your own beauty, seeing your own worth. I feel like there's some heart healing going on here. I'm really getting rose quartz vibes. So if you have rose quartz, or you may be interested in getting some rose quartz and just carrying it with you over this time. But I'm feeling also like you will know that you are in this stage when you... Okay, first off, I want to preface this. Life has ups and downs, and we all go through them. So I try to tell you the good and the bad. And none of it's bad. It just is, right? It just is. You will know that you have reached this stage when you are feeling sort of at a low, when you are really just maybe not loving yourself very much. You could just be really hard on yourself, beating yourself up about the way you look, about things that you maybe said within conversations that you're like, oh, that was so dumb of me. Why did I say that? Or why didn't I say this? You could be in an energy of just wishing that you were different, wanting to change yourself, change a lot about yourself. When you are in that energy, you will know that you are stepping into this lesson of, I feel like giving yourself grace, finding acceptance with who you are, love for who you are, what you are, and owning that, because we're all made in the divine's image. We are all a part of them, right? And we are made to be unique. We are made to be us. And you're going to be stepping into this lesson of just really finding acceptance within yourself. You could be someone who has dealt with a lot of self-esteem issues, confidence issues, just sort of always envying other people, like you could have curly hair and always wish that you had straight hair, or you could be short and a little plumper and always wish that you were tall and thin. Whatever it is. It's like you're coming into this place of realizing that you are beautiful just as you are. And that the most beautiful thing, how do I want to say that? I want to say the most beauteous, is that a word? The most beauteous thing that you can do is to love yourself. Because just that confidence alone attracts so much goodness. That confidence alone makes your life 100 times better. Because you're not envying what other people may have. You're not coveting anything. It's just, you're free. You're not being tied down by unrealistic beauty standards, right? Like you could look at, I don't know, people on Instagram and be like, oh, why can't, I can never get my waist that thin, or, I have to get breast implants or butt implants because mine are too little, or my butt is too big, whatever it is. A lot of those people don't even look like themselves, right? You could be like looking at the Kardashians and comparing yourself. They aren't even themselves. Doctors did that for them. And I feel like the lesson is that you're coming into this realization that you're perfect just as you are. I'm being shown Bridget Jones's diary. That's been coming up a lot in my readings lately. Maybe you selected the pile in a previous video where she came up, but, and I couldn't remember the guy's name, but I think his name is Mr. Darcy. But basically, he says to her, I like you just as you are. And I think in the next movie, like they're finally together, and like she's put a sheet has put a sheet over herself, and she's hopping around trying to get dressed underneath this sheet. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Well, I don't want you to see my wobbly bits." And he's like, "I love that. I love your wobbly bits." Like, that's where you're coming into, of just finding this beauty and this love and acceptance within yourself. Knowing that we are all made differently, we are all made perfectly, just as we are. Are there things that we can all do to improve ourselves, enhance ourselves, like exercise more, eat different things, stress less, whatever it is? Yes, 100%. We can all do things that will improve our vessels, that will make our vessels stronger and healthier. But at the end of the day, you're finding acceptance. Hell, you could have red hair and just hate your red hair, and maybe you've just colored it forever. You might just find acceptance in allowing your hair to be its natural thing. And as you begin to love it, you'll see how much the world around you also loves it. It's like, I feel like you've been in this energy of judging yourself more and being harder on yourself than you need to be. And you may be someone who, once again, you judge yourself a lot, and you compare yourself a lot to other people. But it's like, you might walk around life always thinking in the back of your head, "Oh, someone's looking at me the wrong way," or "Someone thinks I'm too fat in this," or "What is that person thinking about me?" And you're going to learn this lesson of really just accepting yourself as you are. And as you do that, you're going to see how your whole world shifts, because you're going to realize how other people also admire that beauty, that your natural beauty, your natural style, whatever that is for you. That will just, the beauty that you feel, like this card says, it will glow. And it will attract the right people, the right situations, the right opportunities into your life. I feel like people think very highly of you. People are already envious of you, and you don't even realize it, because you're so busy judging yourself. You're so busy wondering what other people are thinking of you. But first off, Spirit wants you to know, who did I just hear this from? I think I just heard this recently from Tarot, and it really just, it stuck with me because it's a great saying. What other people think of you is none of your business. All that matters is what you think of yourself. That was a lot there. Sorry if that sounded preachy. That was a lot. All right, I've already pulled some of your oracle cards. After this, we will pull some tarot cards, some tea leaf fortune cards. Oh, I forgot to pull an affirmation for pile 1. I guess they did not need it. And perhaps we'll pull an affirmation. We'll see what Spirit decides here. All right, let's start with your chakra card. You have change with the sacral chakra. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Next, you have dragons. Slay them all. Card 6. You are slaying your dragons. Then, you have several Moonology cards. How do I want to do this? All right, the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Then you have surrender to the divine, full moon. So much is about to be illuminated for you. Then you have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. And then your angel guidance says, remember who you are. Archangel Michael, you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. Didn't I just say we're all made in the divine's image? 100%. Remember who you are. This next phase of your journey that you're entering in is exactly remembering who you are. It's you remembering that you, once again, are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God, and that the universe loves you. These dragons, these demons of yours, right, that have put you into this energy of just being so hard on yourself, judging yourself so much, comparing yourself so much, you're about to slay all of them. You're about to release them. We have 6 here, which is that divine love. Once again, you are very loved. You are stepping into loving yourself, maybe for the first time ever. You could have had, the sacral chakra here is telling me that you could have had, you could resonate with the mother wound. If you've never heard of that, you might want to look it up. You could just resonate with having perfectionistic, authoritative females in your life from an early age who were very judgmental, and they like projected this energy onto you, whereas, you know, like you couldn't leave the house if your hair wasn't perfect, if your clothes weren't perfectly pressed, and you know, it's like you leaving the house was an extension of them, is how they saw it. So you had to be completely perfect at all times. You might deal with some perfectionistic tendencies yourself because of this, feeling the need to be perfect at all times. And those are just standards that are just ridiculous. You know, like the people who are able to just leave their house looking like that all the time, more power to them. But you know what? They're getting less sleep. They are maybe not enjoying themselves as much because they're putting so much pressure on themselves to be perfect, or perfect, right? Perfect. And I'm sorry, I'm getting really kind of upset for you, group 2. Other people's ideas of perfection are their own ideas of perfection. You do not have to fall, that's not the word I was looking for, but you don't have to buy into anyone else's ideas of perfection. You're coming into your own idea of what perfect is. This song came up in group 1, so you could have been drawn to group 1, or it could just be something that you need to hear as well. I think this song is called Perfect to Me. I can't remember who sings it, but she says, I don't feel like putting makeup on my cheeks, do what I wanna, love every single part of my body, top to the bottom. I'm not a supermodel from a magazine. I'm okay with not being perfect, and that's perfect to me. That's what you're stepping into, your own idea of perfection, your own idea of what beauty is. To you, maybe the outside appearance is not as important as what's going on the inside. Being kind, being loving, taking care of the environment, taking care of animals, right? Whatever it is for you, whatever that idea of beauty is for you, you're about to let it shine through you. And you're releasing all of those other projections, all of those other ideals that you have taken upon yourself. I'm getting like a 10 of Wands sort of vibe here, where you've put so much on your back, trying to fit a mold, trying to be what you feel that society wants you to be, or the projections that your parents maybe projected onto you. You're releasing all of that and allowing change to come in. You're healing your sacral chakra, even doing a bit of heart healing, because they are connected. You're learning to love yourself unconditionally. You're learning to, as well with that number 6, you're learning how to speak kindly to yourself. I feel like part of those dragons, part of those demons that's been in your energy is the way that you speak to yourself. You might be coming into the realization that those negative words that you say to yourself, They really are not your words. Those are words that other people said to you in the past. Those are the feelings, the projections that other people placed onto you in the past that you just soaked up like a sponge. You believed it, probably because you were too young to know any better, because you weren't quite mature enough to know any better. But in this process, you are maturing. Oh, I love this for you. You're allowing yourself to grow and evolve. I feel like part of the answers that are going to be illuminated to you is the fact that a lot of that negative self-talk, a lot of that low self-esteem, the idea of needing to be perfect, always judging yourself, it didn't start with you. It started from someone in your past. That could have been a parent, some sort of caregiver. It could have been an ex. It could have been a frenemy, I would actually say. You're realizing that those were not your original thoughts. It could even be just what you saw on television. I mean, I'll tell you 100%. Growing up, a young Black girl, I did not feel beautiful. I really rejected everything about myself for a very, very long time, because society's view of beauty is tall, skinny, white, blonde hair, blue-eyed, all of that. And to me, it was like, how do I fit in here? How do I change myself to fit in more? And I had to come to a place of accepting that I look the way I look for a reason. That I'm still beautiful in my way. Even if there's some people out there who don't think that brown skin is beautiful, who don't think that natural afro curly hair is beautiful, that's fine. They can have their opinion. But opinions are just like a-holes. We all have one and they all stink. So more power to them, right? You're stepping into this energy, honestly, of realizing that beauty is what you make it. Beauty is what you think it is. And you're surrendering, giving all of these other dragons, demons, low vibe energies, negative self-talk, low self-esteem, giving that all over to the divine. You're taking some time out over this period, and you are just really, look at that. I split the deck and we got the devil. 100%. You're releasing that energy. You're taking some time out to really review your life, to really think about your life, right? What you see as beauty, finding that acceptance within yourself, really, reevaluating your past, finding the origins of where this negative self-talk, low self-esteem, perfectionism, control issues, whatever it is, finding the origins of where it came from. And as you do that and decide to release all of that to the universe, claiming energetic sovereignty, this is when you begin to step into this place of just really owning who you are, really allowing your natural glow to shine through. I feel like group 2 for you, just natural keeps coming to mind. You were just a natural what? Earth angel, perhaps? You're a natural beauty, honestly. On the inside and the outside, you were just a natural beauty. And at some point in your life, people saw that within you. And it's almost like they were jealous, they were envious, which is how you got this projection yourself, how you stepped into this jealous, envious energy yourself. They were envious of you, that you were maybe so young and yet so confident, that you were so young and just so sure of yourself, that you had this natural beauty, that you radiated this natural beauty, that people were drawn to you. And for whatever reason, actually no, not for whatever reason, because misery loves company. Since misery loves company, they decided to project things onto you because they couldn't find that energy within themselves. So they wanted to steal your shine. And for so long, I feel like you have been in this place of dimming your light because that's what you were taught to do. But this next phase of your life, you're learning how to no longer dim your light. And at the end of this phase, you're going to just be loving yourself so much. You're going to realize that all the negative things that you've said to yourself, all the negative words that you've said, all the ways that you've judged yourself, all the jealous and envious feelings that you've had, you're realizing that they were not yours and that it is okay to let them go. And that is exactly what you're doing. And you're stepping into a really joyful phase where you no longer feel like the Seven of Wands, like you have to fight to be seen, like you have to, oh, did a card just flip over? No. No longer feeling like you have to fight to be seen or accept it. Six of Swords next. Sorry, I kept talking as I was shuffling. You have the Seven of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Six of Swords. You have been fighting, right? To be seen, to be accepted, to be recognized. Been fighting like I feel like your inner self, your higher self has been fighting to be unleashed, trying to fight back all those dragons. And you're slaying them. And you're stepping into this time of really just celebration. That is how you will feel. You will feel vindicated. You will feel like you can finally go out and enjoy yourself, dress however the hell you want to, show up however the hell you want, and you will still be able to have a good time. That the people who are meant for you will still find you and be attracted to you because your energy is just that magnetic. Because that's who you are. That's who you have always been at a soul level. Whatever it was, like I said, in the past, people saw this within you and they wanted to dim your light because they were envious, because their light had already been dimmed and they did not know how to shine it again. They did not know how to light that torch within themselves again. Not saying that they did it on purpose. It's probably what they were also taught. But you're breaking this cycle. You're stepping into this phase of just really being able to enjoy yourself. Once again, that gorgeousness will glow. It will glow through you. You're going to be able to celebrate. You're going to be able to connect with other people who are on the same level because they're finally going to see the real you. And you're moving away from, once again, another 6. I love this for you. You are mastering this within yourself. You're moving away from this negative self-talk, from the low vibe, from the perfectionism, from the being envious and jealous and judging yourself and judging others even, into a more peaceful phase, to a more peaceful mental space, to more clarity within yourself, right? You're freeing your mind up for more important, better things. Is really what it is when it comes down to it. I love this for you. You're going to know that you have reached this pentacle, reached this phase, learn this lesson when you are feeling more confident within yourself, when you are accepting yourself, when you are, I feel like over time, as you go out and you're around people, you're going to be less and less worried about what other people are thinking. And that is when you will know that you have learned this lesson. That is when you'll know that you have come into this divine love and acceptance within yourself. I'm just drawing some tea leaf oracle fortune cards for you. Okay. All right. Your first card says, broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. I feel like there's been a wish that you've had, a dream that you've had, but it's come from a shattered place. It's come from an egotistical place, a narcissistic type of place. We all have it within us, so don't get upset that I'm saying this. But it's come from this place of like being wounded. And I feel like you're going to realize as you're learning this lesson, as you're gaining this emotional maturity within yourself, that this wish that you had, first off, was never really your wish. You know, it was what you thought you needed in order to be seen, to be accepted, to be beautiful. And you're going to realize it's not what you wanted all along. So there could be some sort of rejection that happens that really puts you on this path of learning this lesson. You know, there could be some sort of rejection that happens where you're like, why am I so upset about this? I didn't want it in the first place. And then you maybe start to meditate and contemplate on why you're so upset about it, why you were pushing for this thing that you knew deep down that you didn't want. And that's going to lead you to all these dragons that need to be slayed. Those will be the answers that start to come up to you. Then you have bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. Didn't I say that once you step into this and allow your natural beauty to glow through, to shine through, you would be attracting new opportunities in for yourself? That is that 100%. You could finally feel confident enough to go after that job that you've always wanted, or to ask for that raise. Or your natural happiness and charisma will be shining through, and that will allow you to finally get noticed and to not be a wallflower. Good things are coming your way. Parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. This could have something to do with this broken wishbone. But at the same time, I feel like, so that devil energy does not come out unless you are doing good, right? Just like I said, in the past, people projected onto you, people tried to dim your light because your light was so bright. That is that same thing. This could be that gossipy energy that happened in your past that you might realize. Remember, this could be that people are talking about you because they're seeing how you're changing, how you're growing. And people, misery loves company, yet again, always like to talk shit when they feel like someone is doing better than them, when they are envious, when they are jealous. First off, word of advice. If someone is gossiping about you, just say thank you. And I say this because you clearly are doing something well that is making them jealous, making them envious. So instead of getting all upset about it, take it as a compliment. And also, they are pouring their energy into you, whether it's negative or positive, right? They're pouring their energy into you, which just gives you more energy to do whatever it is that you have to do. Next, you have bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Right there, that parrot energy. Show strength and fortitude. Also, show strength and fortitude when it comes to loving yourself. And I love how these are all in this diagonal here. 6, 6, beauty. Don't back down. You are about to hit a major milestone in your life, and it's going to make your world seem so different. Your world is going to shift. It's no longer going to be as chaotic and stressful. It's going to be peaceful and flowing. Month of the year, you have October. For many of you, this lesson will be culminating by the month of October. It's like you're really going to really have integrated this lesson come the month of October. For others of you, it may not start taking place until October. And then your final card is Crown. Honor and respect will come to you. Yes, because you are honoring and respecting yourself. No longer taking crap, no longer allowing people to talk crap about you, and then you going to them, like a dog between your legs saying, well, what did I do? It's not you, boo, it's them. It's them. And you're going to have enough confidence within yourself and love within yourself to know that you do not have to lower yourself to get anyone's approval, because your approval of you is all that matters. Honor and respect will come to you. What was it? Oh yes, do not back down from opposition. That is that card right there. Do not back down. Do not back down. You're going to have something to celebrate soon enough, come October. All right, group 2, you are beautiful. You are a natural beauty, whether you realize it or not. And if you do not realize it, you will soon realize it. And the people around you will also be recognizing it, which is going to lead to some new opportunities for you. All right? Spirit loves you. I love you. I'm so excited for you to get to this phase where you can release these dragons and really own your beauty. I want to thank my beautiful spiritual guides and your beautiful guides for bringing in this information for us today. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you would like to help support the channel even further, there is a donation link as well as an Amazon wish list posted in the description box below. Everything purchased from that wish list will come with a free reading. So please make sure to include your YouTube handle name as well as an email address so that I know how to contact you. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Goodbye. Hello, group 3. If you chose this nurture card, these will be your messages of what comes next. It says nurture. Nurturing your inner child supplies you with the innocent joy of living. So, just had to take a drink real quick. Group 3. What is next on your journey is that you're going to be awakening that inner child. You're going to be letting that inner child come through. You're going to be stepping into a happier, more carefree, more excited, optimistic, creative, joyful, so many descriptive words here, phase within your life. But first, before you reach that blessing, there always comes the lesson, right? I feel like before you embark on this lesson, you will enter a phase where you're just maybe not happy, or you're just really questioning what makes you happy. Just really sort of reevaluating your life. You may realize one day that I'm not living the life that I want to live. or I'm not as happy as I thought I would be, or I don't feel as good as I thought I would feel, or I could feel better. Whatever it is, I feel like that's the energy that you will be in just before you embark upon this next journey of your life. So that's just to give you a little bit of insight of how to recognize when you're stepping into this phase. Either way, you could be just working really hard, very focused on those adult things, building a home, building finances, gaining more security for yourself. Just maybe not laughing as much as you could or as you used to, not allowing spontaneity into your life as much as you would like. You could just wake up one day and be like, I want to be more spontaneous. I want my relationship to look more spontaneous. You could be married with children or just have children and be like, it's the same old humdrum day in, day out. I need things to look differently. Whatever it is, it's going to wake you up to this new lesson of learning how to step more into your inner child, how to let that inner child come through. You might be watching more inner child messages on YouTube. You could be doing some research into the inner child. Either way, that's how you'll recognize when this new phase of your life is starting. I've already pulled some oracle cards for you, and we will get into these, and then we will finish off with some tarot and then some fortune leaf or tea leaf fortune cards for you as well. All right, your Moonology card says, don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Your chakra card says, doubt with the heart chakra. I release the need to know all the answers. That carefreeness of the inner child, that's already coming through. Then you have Tower. Unplug and relax for a spell. Card 3. And you have Divine Order. Archangel Rockwell. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Hope you can see that. Once again, it's taking me back to this energy of you've just been working, you've been grinding, you've just been really focused on the future, really focused on, I split the deck and you have the 9 of Cups. I love this for you. Just really focused on those adult things. Just trying to, I feel like, be 10 steps ahead, trying to plan for everything, trying to know all those answers. In this next phase of your life, you're going to be learning how to just be happy. This, I've never seen it in this card before, but this is giving me such an inner child feel. Children are damn near always happy. And even when they get upset, it doesn't last for very long. Because they're so carefree, they're so hopeful. They're so optimistic about what comes next. They're not even worried about what comes next. They just live moment to moment, finding happiness within that current moment. And this is the energy that you will be stepping into at the end of this lesson, at the end of this phase of your life. I love that for you. You're releasing doubt. You're releasing worry. This came up in group 1, so you could have been drawn to group 1, but the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I feel like you're really embodying that. We can't know exactly what's going to come next. Even the best psychic in the world, they may have an inkling of what may happen, but rarely will they be able to tell you exactly what's going to happen, when and how, right? And such is life. And I feel like you're going to be coming into this phase of your life where you're like, why am I stressing myself so much? Worrying about things that I have no control over. All I can do is what I can do in this moment. Making the best decision that I can in this moment and finding happiness within it. You're going to be releasing your pride, releasing that need for control. I mean, not entirely, right? Because we're all human, but enough. You're loosening that grip enough to where you can allow yourself to unplug and relax. You know, you could be someone who, like, even when you're relaxing, like sitting down watching a movie, enjoying that glass of wine, your mind is still spinning, thinking about all the things that need to get done the next day. Just we all do it. I feel like it's part of being an adult. It's part of the lie of being an adult because we don't have to live that way. And I feel like you're coming into this realization of, I don't have to live this way. This is not how I want it to live. Some of you, I just received the message, it could be health related, that you finally get this message. Like your body may have been telling you for quite some time that you need to slow down, you need to relax, and something may happen that makes you relax. Either way, you're going to be learning the lesson, right? Yeah, I've been there. I've been there. It's part of what really got me to dive deep into spirituality, because my health was starting to fail and I did not feel good in my body. I hurt all the time. My mind was always racing. I was always stressed out. There was anxiety. There was lots of fear. And I realized I can't keep living life this way. Because first off, life is too short. I don't want to leave this life thinking I could have enjoyed myself more. I don't want to leave this life thinking I wish I had enjoyed my family more and just allowed things to be. So I had to start to learn something different. I had to start nurturing myself. I had never learned how to nurture myself, how to allow myself to unplug, to relax, to not always be concerned. You may relate to this as well, but I just came from a very neglectful, abusive childhood. I did not get that nurturing that every child deserves, right? The way that we're nurtured is how we learn to nurture ourselves. I was taught to be very hard on myself, to be very judgmental of myself, because that is what I received from my caregivers. Nothing was ever good enough. Things had to be perfect. I was a child where I always had to look out for other people's emotions and try to navigate myself around their emotions. You could relate to that, you may not. Either way, at some point, you stopped fully taking care of yourself. And I don't mean like you stopped exercising, although you could have, or you stopped eating healthy, although you could have, but it's like you stopped nurturing that emotional part of yourself, that mental part of yourself that says, I just need to unwind sometimes. And this next lesson, this next phase of your life is helping you to come into the understanding with Archangel Raquel that everything is exactly how it needs to be. That things may not appear perfect. Things may not be perfect right now. But in this moment, it is exactly as it needs to be. If you have food on your table, a warm place to lay your head at night, you're good, honestly. You have your necessities covered. And the rest can wait till tomorrow. You could be a workaholic where you're just working around the clock, feeling like you always just need to perform, do better. But you're coming into this understanding that no, to even do better, to perform, to be your best, you have to allow yourself that nurturing. You need that balance between work and play. And that is what this next phase of your journey is bringing you into, is learning that balance. Not letting your pride get in the way and tell you that you have to keep working because you have to be the most successful, you have to have the most money in the bank, blah, 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 blah. You have to have the best body, whatever it is. But allowing that inner child to come through and shine forth. Children do not care how you look. Children, I mean, they don't, I was about to say they don't care how you smell. I'm not saying to not take care of yourself, to not bathe yourself. But at the end of the day, children are the least judgmental ever. And that is the beauty of them. They're just in the moment, being happy, being free, honoring themselves in that moment, knowing that whatever's happening then is what it is. You cannot control it. You cannot change it. All you can do is control your attitude. And that's what you're coming into. You're going to be stepping into a phase in your life after this lesson where you are able to be more spontaneous, where you are finding pleasures in the simple things, where you are able to unplug, right? You're going to take that random afternoon off and go to a movie or go to the community pool or to the beach or whatever it is. I feel like you're just going to be allowing yourself to enjoy life more, knowing that everything is as it should be. All right, the cards that fell out for you. You have Queen of Swords. You received more cards than the other groups. Knight of Wands. The Sun, that inner child coming out. I love it. And Two of Wands. Got to show you this one. Just have to cover them up because they're naked. You also have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Empress. I love this for you. For some of you, this has to do with relationships. You're going to find yourself being freer within your relationships, not being so stringent. Oh, didn't I say in the beginning too, some of you might want more spontaneity in your relationships? If it resonates with you, take it, right? You're making a choice. You have two cards of choice here, Two of Wands and the Lovers. You're making a choice to live a more carefree, happy existence, following your passions, placing boundaries where boundaries need to be placed, not going in and working later at work or working that extra weekend or refusing to use your vacation time because you don't want to, miss whatever's going on at work. I feel like you're going to be more disciplined when it comes to allowing yourself room for fun and for play. You could have been very strict about your spending habits, and you might be loosening up a bit, just allowing yourself to go out, knowing that when you die, you don't get to take that with you. Allowing yourself to enjoy the life that you have for as long as you have it. Not saying that you're being risky, but you're just allowing yourself to be more open, nurturing, once again, that inner child within yourself. For some of you, you could be coming into union with someone. We have 2 court cards here and the Lovers. You being able to relax a bit may just call in a new passionate lover, a new passionate beginning, right? It could enhance the current relationship in your life if you are already in a committed relationship. Either way, you're answering that call. with her holding her phone. You're answering the call to put your life back in order, to balance out life again. I love it. You're balancing out your life, allowing yourself to enjoy it, to have fun, to enjoy the rewards that you have worked so hard for, to allow yourself to settle your mind, quell any doubts, knowing that I feel like there's almost doubts in you where if you take time off to have fun, if you spend money on this, it's like you question whether or not you're going to have enough money down the road, or if you're going to regret that you took time off and you're not going to get everything done. This next phase of your life, this next lesson is helping you to release that, to know that whatever happens is meant to happen. Not saying that you're taking unnecessary risks, but that you are being as responsible as you can, yet finding that balance within nurturing yourself and allowing yourself to have fun. This is very interesting. Let's shuffle for some tea leaf fortune cards for you. You may, I just got this message here from this Doubt and Knight of Wands. You may actually be taking some sort of risk, but I feel like it's not too risky. Like maybe there's something you've always wanted to do. Like maybe you have some sort of creative thing that you're interested in, like a business perhaps, or taking a class or traveling that you've kept yourself from doing. There's something within your energy that you have been holding yourself back from doing. Something that you know that will bring you so much pleasure and bring joy and excitement into your life. And whatever it is, this phase, this journey, this lesson that you're learning, it's going to give you that gumption that you need to take that risk, to go after that thing that you want. This could be going towards a person. This could be, once again, taking that class, starting that business. It's something that is very exciting to you, that sparks a lot of interest within you, and it will bring you a lot of joy once you actually go do it. It's like you're finally cutting away the fat, trimming away the fat, trimming away that doubt. Whatever it is that's been holding you back. It's like there's something that you really want to do that you've just been questioning, like, is it really going to turn out the way that I want it to? Is this going to lead to the success and the happiness that I'm seeking? Is this going to is it going to work? Whatever it is, you're getting the gumption to go towards it, to cut away that doubt and to follow your dreams. You see what just flew out there? I love it. All right, let's see what all these cards have to say for you. I'm excited. Right away, success. Whatever it is that you've been doubting, been questioning. Oh, not success, happiness. I saw this as success. So success is coming in, happiness, more happiness. We have the sun, relax for a spell, nurture. Lots of happiness is coming in for you. So whatever it is that you've been questioning, that you've been doubting, if you should head towards it, it is time to step into it. And whatever this lesson is going to give you, I don't know, like that epiphany moment maybe. Oh, so I had the message earlier that for some of you, this could be health related. where it forces you to finally allow yourself to enjoy life. It very well could, oh, now it just left me. What is it? Basically, that's still the message. That for some of you, something will happen that makes you realize that life is too precious and too short to just work it away. And it will put you into this energy of allowing this inner child to come through, to allowing this happiness into your life. Next, you have bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. Yep. Boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. So much goodness coming into you just from allowing that inner child to come through, just from allowing yourself to take some risks that are exciting you. Then we have pen, new job / career. Interesting, something important such as a new job or a raise. Then you have staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. Once again, some of you could have some health related issues where some people around you may step up and help take care of yourself. Or this is also just a confirmation that whatever this risk that you're wanting to take, this new endeavor that you're wanting to go on, universe has your back. Then you have fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Take that risk. Take that risk. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Yes, life is too short. Axe, forces working against you. Doubt and pride. Those are the forces working against you. Don't let them hold you back from your happiness. Egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. Yep. Release the doubt, whatever is holding you back from reaching out for those dreams that you have. Work through them. Success is assured. I love this. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Look, we have sun, 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 sun. And then this big old golden egg might as well be a sun. So much happiness. And as I say, that flowers with happiness. So much happiness is coming into you. Allow yourself to work through your pride, work through your fears, work through your doubts. Because once you do, you're going to step into a happier, more exciting, more relaxing phase of your life, group 3. If this resonated with you, if it brought you some joy, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. I would love to thank my spiritual team as well as your spiritual team for bringing in these lovely messages for us. If you would like to help support the channel even more, there is a donation link as well as an Amazon wish list posted below. Everything purchased from that wish list will come with a free reading, so please make sure that you include your YouTube handle name as well as an email address. It is actually the cheaper way of getting a reading from me. If you have looked at my website and have determined that the fees are too high from you or too high for you, some of those items on the wish list are as low as like $9. So you could get a reading for like $9. But anyway, thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I will look forward to seeing you again very soon. Goodbye.